Welcome back,
Ah,
everybody, to episode 19 of At Week's End. My name is CJ Amato. With me, as always, is Top GG Gaming. We got a jam-packed episode today. We're going to
Jam
do
pack,
a
baby.
best of video game companion tier list, the best of the sidekicks. Where are they going to rank up? Kingdom Come Deliverance remaster
Yes.
announcements, and in general, all remastered games. Yes or
Are
no?
they
What you
worth
feeling
it?
about them? Is it worth a buy? Stranger Things Season 5 controversy has been sweeping the internet. Did the show stick its landing in the finale?
I
And
don't
top
know.
brother man, what's going on with RAM and GPUs right now? Prices are going crazy. Availability. How is this going to affect the future of gaming? And
Damn
much
you,
more.
AI.
Stay tuned.
For At Week's End. For At Week's End.
Boom. What's up, brother man? Welcome
Dude,
back to episode 19.
1-9,
A
babe.
long week.
About to hit that
About to
20
hit
pretty
that
soon
vente,
too.
that
Ooh,
20. I'm
ooh.
excited, brother. How you feeling after this
I'm
long
feeling, dude.
week?
It's been
Happy
a
New
long week.
Year,
Oh, we're here, 26.
2026.
Can't believe it, man.
Can't believe the years have ticked by again.
Yeah, I
brother.
don't even know. You don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say anymore. I just keep getting older, man.
Years keep falling off the calendar. It was a
They
funny
just
year
keep
this year. I
falling.
think they messed up the countdown, right? I hear all this stuff that the ball was dropping and it was midnight, but there
Dude,
were
I
still
was half
40
asleep.
seconds still ticking away. You're still half asleep.
I
We had
was
some
old man
youngins at
mode,
my
bro.
family party, so we actually turned on a video countdown just for kids on YouTube at like 10 o'clock. They all thought it was midnight. They all went to bed. We all got to enjoy the rest of the night.
Yep.
But Happy New Year, man. I'm so excited for this week's episode. We got a couple of cool things to talk about, but I got another fun game to play with you. Last week, we did our tier list of our favorite holiday movies. Our top two was Christmas Vacation and The Santa Claus reached the S tier. And you know what? We got some controversy and some cool comments about where we placed our favorite movies, where people thought theirs should go. But go check
It
out
was a
that
strong
episode.
list. I think it was a
Oh, it
good
was a
list.
big list. Go comment down below. Go watch that episode, what you thought, how we did. But I have a new one for you today, my friend. Are you ready for this?
Oh, I'm ready.
So,
These are fun.
I'm excited for this. Thank you. I appreciate it because I put a little effort in this. So I want to make sure you have fun. Give me your honest feedback of where you
Rock.
feel these guys are going to rank. You guys comment down below how you think we did. So now, this is the best video game companion. You know, when we're playing video games, there's always that sidekick character who joins you along the way on your journey. And we're going to give them a little bit of spotlight, give them some shine over here. And these range from classic mascot characters, classic video game characters, to somewhat coming in through the modern day. I pulled this off an internet list of the best video game companion characters, and then I sprinkled in some of my own. So here we go. And I only put one per franchise, so you're not going to see multiple characters from the same franchise.
Okay,
I try
that's
to keep this as humble and as honest as we can. And we're going to rank these guys. Let's go. All right, brother man. Can you see our list?
I see it fairly good.
All right, so I'm going to read them off to you before we start, just so we can introduce our characters over here. So these are our best video game characters, our sidekicks. We have Tails from Sonic, Dom from Gears of War, HK-47 from Knights of the Old Republic, Clank from Ratchet and Clank series, Sullivan from Uncharted, Roach from The Witcher. Come on, you gotta love the horse. Roach. Garrus from Mass Effect. Johnny Gat from Saints Row. Dogmeat from the Fallout series. Cortana from Halo. Luigi from the Mario series. Diddy Kong from the Donkey Kong series. Captain Price from Call of Duty. We got Ellie from The Last of Us. Elizabeth from BioShock Infinite. Atreus from God of War Ragnarok, the Companion Cube from Portal. We got Daxter from Jak and Daxter. Pikachu, obviously, don't need to know tell you where Pikachu is from. We got Wheatley from Portal 2. Lydia from
Wait, we have 2
Skyrim.
Portal 2's characters.
No. Portal 1, Portal 2. Oh, the companion cube. All right, so I
why
broke
would
my
we
rule
put
right
what's her name
there a
from
little bit.
Half-Life 2? We can change her. I'll put Half-Life 2. What's her name?
Oh,
what was
Alex
her name?
Vance. Hang on
Yeah,
one second. Alex
we can
isn't
maybe
here.
do a
Let's-
quick. It's
let's
not
see.
there, and we have 2 from Portal, even 1 and 2. We will try not to. So maybe we replace the Portal with.
All right, brother man, with the magic of
Otacon.
editing, we got the companion cube gone, and we got Alex Vance back into the game. And we got Otacon from Metal Gear Solid, Kazooie from Banjo and Kazooie, Barrett from Final Fantasy VII to complete our companion list. Are you ready, my friend, to rank these people?
Ooh, I'm ready, man. That's
All
gonna be a
right.
strong list there.
Now we're gonna do this on multiple, how we personally feel is gonna be a part of this. Just glorification of characters, how well we think they should be ranked, and how well we think that the audience is gonna like them.
How much of a companion were they?
Exactly, and how much of a best friend and companion were they on your journey? Tails. How did you feel about Tails growing up from Sonic? Were you a Sonic fan? Did you get into
I liked Sonic. I did play
loved
the Sonic
Sonic.
games. I still remember the original Sonic code when you got to the dun, 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 dun screen. If you hit up, down, left, right, all the 3 buttons, which was A, B, and C, and start, you'd go to the special area. You can go to any access, any map. So up, down,
look at
left, right,
that.
3 buttons, start. Right at that beginning screen, a special sound would hit off. You knew if you did it right when the special sound hit off. As soon as you'd hear that, ba, 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 da, da, you'd hit that and it would go through. I say
That
Tails is
ugly,
like
generous, the Genesis controller with those 3
I
buttons.
would
Who the
say
hell would-
he's. This is a tough one. I mean, I have 3 that I would already put because like I'm an old school
Hey,
guy.
let's try to keep S tier just the
Really? 'Cause, like,
absolute cream of the
that's-
crop.
But
These are all legendary
Because, listen,
sidekicks.
Tails could be S. Luigi could be
Tails,
S,
was
and
he
Donkey
S?
Kong.
Every time it was he S. Come on, his energy ran low. You would jump on him, and then he would fall off in 2 seconds.
Yeah, but he
He'd
had the
spin off.
gliding ability.
How
He
many
had the
people
flying,
would just
gliding
kill
ability.
him on purpose? You'd run off the screen, let him just fall
That's
off.
true.
I
But
don't
he
know
was
how high up I'm
Sonic's,
placing Tails. I
Oof.
think Tails is. I don't think he's a negative, but I would put him in a B category for now.
B
I don't think
category
Tails
for
is an A
Tails.
category
All right,
sidekick.
all
You
right.
can battle with me. You can argue with me a little here.
We'll give that. A lot of people did kill him off. He wasn't the strongest character,
no,
but he
you know,
was
come
with
on,
Sonic
he's-
a lot of the time. It is his companion. It's his little buddy.
It was
right?
his companion. It was his
It's
little
like
buddy. But,
it's like his Robin
yeah.
character. But, all right, we'll give him a B. We'll give him
a B. Now, Dom, Big Dom from the Gears of War series. Now, some people would actually say that Dom is actually the heart of the story. Marcus Phoenix is just a big grizzled
You're
bag,
Marcus.
Yeah, but he's just a big grizzled
Yeah.
tough guy. The real heart of the story, I should say,
course.
was told through Dom's eyes with his wife going missing,
Yes.
that whole struggle
Finding
to
her
find
later.
her, and then finding her, spoiler alert, finding her not in the
I mean,
best
dude, it's
shape.
been how many years? If
And
you haven't played Gears of
I
War, I
get
don't
it,
know.
but it
man.
was
It's
just-
been, what,
it's an
12 years
absolute-
Xbox 360 launch.
It's an absolute heartbreak of a story.
I still
and
have the metal tin that the original Gears of
the
War.
metal tin. Oh,
I
God,
have
the
it.
original Gears of War. I do. I
Gears of
remember when
War.
that
I bought the
when
metal
that game
tin with
first
this
came out
thick.
on the 360. That thing
was
was
so
a
nice.
monumental.
Beautiful.
Feat.
Never
It
seen
was
graphics look like
amazing.
that.
Never seen
Never
graphics
seen-
look
nope.
like that. Well, now it's been no, you don't see it much anymore. But it got so overplayed. The cover based
Oh,
shooter,
yeah, dude.
like every
Blasting
game after
time,
that,
just
became a
turning around,
cover-based
shotgunning
shooter.
over the thing.
Yeah.
Even the
And
PvP
cool
that I got
timing
into.
The
Oh.
PvP was fun, but everybody just overplayed the shotgun.
I
Everybody
know,
was just
and bunker
shotgun
rushed.
rolling, shotgun
Yep.
rolling.
Oh,
But that
man,
whole
what a-
cool timing
day to be
mechanic to the
alive.
reload, to get the perfect reload, that was a cool mechanic. Where are you feeling about Dom? Where you feel like placing Dom?
Because he is your buddy throughout I would say, 3 games, really? 3 games, I think he was the big part of it.
Yeah, and then,
And then
spoiler
eventually-
alert again, meets an untimely end.
He's probably...
Where would you put him?
Maybe A tier, man.
I would put him in B, but if you want to
Also
put him up
B.
in A,
Oh,
I would
wow,
put him
okay.
high
All right.
B. But if
We'll
you want to put
we'll
him
give
up in
him a
A,
B. We'll give him a B. I got a
I
couple
think
of
we're gonna put him.
contenders.
I think we're gonna put him above Tails.
Of
We're gonna put him
course.
as
Of
yeah,
course.
Yeah. Now Now
That's a weird
HK47.
one to pick.
Oh,
Really?
come
HK?
on! Come on! From Knights of the Old Republic, he is a classic character. Finally meeting him, his whole
You can't put
dynamic.
Bastila, right? Because Bastila is a love
No,
interest.
she was in our
So,
love interest. I was considering to putting her on, but she was in our love interest category. So I figured she was the more memorable of the bunch. She was the more funnier. And honestly, on the lists out there, on the online list of the most memorable companion characters, he's on a lot of those lists. So I figured, let me throw him on here. I
all right,
thought
let's
he was
do
an
it.
absolute delight during the game. His
Yes.
banter on humans and how
You can be
disposable
an
we
evil
were.
character with him.
You could be an evil character and he could be your best friend. And honestly, you could challenge
Yes.
him even as a good character. And he kind of like, okay, master, like once my programming is rewritten, I'll get you. But I really, really like HK. How are you feeling about him?
Again, he's a great character in terms of Knights of the Republic.
I think this
he
character
he was probably when I played
bees.
evil. When I played evil, he was definitely on my squad of evil guys.
Where do you feel like it?
I don't know. Like it's not meant.
Oh no, there'll be plenty of people that I think are going to drop into C's. I don't think we're going to have too many D's and F's.
D's and F's.
But I think he's a good C character, maybe a low B.
All right. He's not A class.
No, I don't think
Even
he's
though
A
you
class.
took away 2 of the A. All right, we'll give him C. I guess C is.
Come on, we're not. I don't want to glorify too. Let's try to really
We'll-
keep A caliber.
we'll
And S
do
is
it like
just
that. The
people
top of the
that
top.
just really that top cream of the crop. All right, Clank from Ratchet and Clank. I don't know if you're
I
a
didn't
Ratchet
play
and
much
Clank
of that
fan.
game. No, so
Classic
this-
platformer, classic character, and the Ratchet and Clank games are always like those Pixar style. Honestly, though, the Rift Apart. Great game. The engine in that game, the physics, the way you were able to move in and out of stuff, the different guns options that those games always had you play. I was a huge fan of Ratchet and Clank.
So it would be what C
No,
tier with
yeah,
him?
C. Yeah, I'd stick
I
him
mean,
in a C.
his name is in it. It's like Banjo and Kazooie. They're kind
Oh,
of
yeah. Well, those are a lot of those
kind of
sidekick
in there,
characters
so.
who were like an extension off the main character. Like as you did things, as you jumped, he would turn into a little helicopter. He was like your backpack. Very cool character. All right. See, now we're starting, in my opinion, getting into higher end character here. Sully from the Uncharted series, being one of your best friend characters, almost a father
I
figure
didn't play
character.
that
to Nate.
much Uncharted, so
Dude,
ooh, that's a hard
please
one
go,
for me.
please go play Uncharted. Sullivan to me is again, he's more than the best friend. He's almost like the dad character. Comment down below, everybody, if you played Uncharted. I know a lot of people would have put his brother on this list, but Sully to me is just that best companion character, the one who pops in and just gives you that sage advice when you need it, sometimes save your ass when you need it, knocks you down a peg when you need it. I love Sullivan. I would put him up in A immediately. If you don't know him that well, you're not comfortable. If you want to stick him into a B,
I mean, I would trust you on that because I have no real thing on him. So if you think he's an A tier, let everybody down below comment if you guys think he's A tier. If you guys think he was lower than A tier, on my end, I don't know the character, so
let me know how I did on that one. Now, I didn't honestly pick this one off myself. He was on lists online, which is Roach, the horse from the Witcher games. Yeah, from the Witcher 3, Roach. And honestly, insert your favorite horse here. Torrent from Elden Ring, your personal horse from Oblivion, and stuff like that. Pebbles. Who's Pebbles?
Pebbles is from Kingdom Come Deliverance.
He's there you go. Henry.
Henry. Oh, we're bringing back Henry.
Yeah, we'll talk about more Henry in a little bit. But Roach was a fun horse, man, would sometimes be a little unpredictable, a little unwieldy to ride. Horses in general in games like in Red Dead Redemption, all those kind of fun games where the horse would be a little unwieldy, or even the horse from
that's a hard
Shadow
one.
of
That's
the
like
Colossus.
having the horse as kind of.
I
it is
love the horse
like a
from Red
dog
Dead
character
Redemption,
too.
where you can pet it, you can clean it. But
C, I would say then C. That's a C tier. I don't know if that's A or
where would we want to
it's
place
not.
him? Right there.
Yeah, it's a horse.
All
No,
right.
for sure, horse.
A horse, of course. A horse, of course. Here is all right. So Garrus from Mass Effect. As far as best friends go, again, these were all placed kind of at random at the bottom. Garrus is my absolute S tier. From meeting him on the Citadel for the first time in CSEC to the entire journey all the way into defeating the Reapers. If you defeated the Reapers,
He's in all 3 games too.
He's
He
in
stays
all 3
consistent.
games. He's a consistent
He's,
team member in all 3 games.
Archangel man.
No, gosh, I love Garrus
Yeah.
from the scarring that he gets. That sniper who always has your back, your best friend. That great DLC that they did where you kind of had extra moments with the characters. You had that party at the end.
Yes, the Citadel, the expansion, which was so great.
Yeah. It was so great.
I mean, you could have picked a lot of anybody from Mass Effect. Rex.
I could have.
Kind of in the same boat. Yeah. Rex is up there. Like if you
Rex
keep him alive,
up there too.
Even though he's not in the second game, that's the thing.
You visit him. He's not playable. He's not playable. Honestly, I don't think besides Garrus and Tali, I don't think anybody else was playable throughout the entire arc.
Nope.
I love Garrus. He is my S tier. He is
put
just
him up there. It's a belong thing for him.
He's
going to be number 1 on S tier. I don't see anybody else on the list competing with him as
that might come up to bark at Garrus's toes. We'll see. You might be right. Maybe one more, but yeah, you might be right. All right, so Johnny Gat, a fun character that a lot of nowadays
loved him
might
in the first game, Saints Row, the first one for the Xbox 360.
He was more toned down in that role, and then he got way more amped up. And then what was the one that where he goes to hell, and then you're fighting
Gat out of hell.
Gat out of hell. I love Johnny Gat. I think he was a fun character, funny character.
I'll give him a B. I'll put him up a B, and I'll throw him behind Tails. Yeah, leave him behind Tails.
Oh, behind Tails.
Yeah, Tails is a consistent guy. Gat is kind of like he's your companion, but he's also wants to be center stage too. So it's kind of
that's funny. There you go. I like Johnny Gat. He was a fun.
He could have even been. He could even been C tier. To be honest with you, he could even go C tier and be right behind HK. To be honest,
behind HK.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna be a little tough on this list.
We're gonna be a little tough on.
I love the Saints Row games, man. I have such great memories of that, of Saints Row 2 specifically, of the online version of that back in the 360 days. That was a badass game where you drive around the car, you'd have to pick things up, bring them back to waypoint, just beating people up in the streets. They had that whole lobby, Batty Snatch. There'd be that whole lobby that we would do like basically like a big fight club in. Saints Row is a fun game, man. Early days of online games, 360 days, good times. All right, dog meat from the Fallout games, and honestly, any canine dog character from any game
really
you can kind of insert here can really fit in here. So comment down below what's your favorite dog from a video game. I put in dog meat from the Fallout series. I love this dog. I mean, when he can go out, he can scavenge things for you. He can find you ammo. He leads you in the right direction. You don't want to get him killed. Send him back home to make sure he's okay. Very, very cool character. I love video games that they give you a dog companion. I wouldn't go as far as high up as A, but I think having a dog in a game or any kind of an animal companion deserves some love. I would put it in low B. You let me know how you feel about that.
It would be there with the horse. I don't know.
sticking dog meat.
I'm not good with animals on this one, but yeah, it's gonna be dog and horse.
I'm gonna stick dog meat. I'll stick dog meat above Roach for now. But we're gonna see if we play with these anymore for now. But Cortana, the dog character in games, I love.
Dog is a dog, man. But Cortana
is a fantastic character who did make an appearance in our Femme Fatale list. She's up in A, of course.
Guaranteed. It's
just the
she's
voice
been with
in your
you
head.
Halo.
Yes. And I would even switch this around right there. Cortana's a great character. She's in your head the entire time. And even afterwards, the search for her and Chief's whole arc regarding Cortana. Great character. Great companion character. Great banter between the two of them, and I think that's what we're kind of looking for here is that
Yes.
that
Who made an
camaraderie
impact?
between who made an impact as
And when they
your
were even
sidekick,
gone.
as that
Yep.
secondary, and who do you feel even harder when they're gone? And honestly, there are not many missions. Not to go back to the other character, but there's not many missions I didn't take Garrus on. Like I would
No,
always
yeah,
try
very
to
few.
change up my party, but you know, he would always tend to be a big part of that. Okay, now for this next character, a lot of people could have made the argument that maybe Yoshi could have made the list instead, considering you ride him more, and you know. But I wanted
Yoshi's
a
a horse.
true like sidekick companion
Yoshi's a
character.
horse.
Yoshi's a horse, so you could have inserted him into the roach category.
Luigi.
Poor Luigi. Poor Luigi. He gets. Now I
He's
love
impossible.
Luigi. I
I'll
love
say
Luigi
it.
from Mario 2, where he had that little extra
Yes.
ability, and I know that game is like a ripoff
He was a little bit
of an
taller.
Indian
He was able to
game.
get a little bit
That
higher.
right, but that wasn't the one that it was released in Japan. They got like a harder game, so they basically reskinned a different game, made it Mario 2 for us. And that, yes, he was a little bit taller, and he had that weird. I loved Luigi in that game. Basically, in every other game, he's just a reskinned Mario.
Most games.
Besides
Luigi's
really,
Mansion.
yeah,
Props to Luigi's Mansion.
Props to Luigi's Mansion.
Yeah,
Really
man,
funny
come on,
game
it's
where
a good
you're
game back in the
basically a
day.
scared Ghostbuster. Really cool physics to all that. Luigi now. Okay, John Leguizamo played him in the old
movie.
'90s movie.
Yeah.
Non-Italian, but
Mario
even
Luigi
though
Mario.
it's very funny,
Yeah,
John Leguizamo,
Mario.
how much you snap at other people for playing non-Hispanic roles, and you paid an Italian plumber, Mister. But
True.
all right, we won't say nothing too negative. But Luigi, I honestly, even though the legacy character that he is, I think he belongs kind of right next to Tails.
Yeah, I'll give him.
And I don't
B.
even.
See,
And I
hate
don't
to
even
say
think
there's
I don't
double
even know
B's
if he
right
goes
there.
in front of Tails. You know what I mean? I think he belongs right. You think he goes in front of Tails?
Yeah.
Come on, but like Tails and Sonic were like a team.
Yeah, but that's
you use them.
Yeah, but that's his brother. That's Mario Brothers. It's the brothers. It's Mario Brothers.
Mario Brother. Oh, that's okay. All right. I relinquish.
Even I hate to say the little Diddy Kong here is in the same boat.
But
he's in the same
Diddy
boat.
Kong
He'll go above Tails, but he's on B class. He's the same thing.
Truth be told, I loved Dixie Kong, the one with the hair, the one that did the helicopter, right? That was the badass sidekick character, but I can only choose one. Diddy's the more well-known, and well, Diddy's a bad name being thrown around nowadays. We're talking about Diddy Kong, people, not Diddy Diddler.
Yep.
So, you're going to put him right on the back of the end of B?
B. He's going to be a B class.
D?
He's going to be B class behind Luigi. Yeah.
In front of Tails?
In front of Tails, yeah. Tails is a little annoying sometimes, so at least Diddy Kong was a little useful at times.
Right.
Now who we got here?
We got from
Call of Duty,
right?
Yeah,
Captain Pierce.
But he was only in two games?
No, and then he had his own game where you played him, and yes, but again,
but as a companion character, how many
list,
games was he in?
2 or 3.
2, right? 2.
Yeah, 2. But again, in those missions, sometimes you play as him, sometimes he's there. I pulled a lot of these off of a companion list. He was on a lot of them. Again, maybe we have our first D. Maybe we have a low C. Like, where are you feeling on putting Captain Price? Considering you play as him, I like this guy. I really like his character.
Yeah,
that whole ending scene where you throw the knife to save his life, and I think he's a cool, badass character.
I mean, he could be an A behind everybody else. He could be an A character because he was an impact in those Call of Duty games.
He was a huge impact, and I absolutely love that character. Fantastic character,
especially that ending was
all right.
Brutal.
I have very
this is
brutal. Soap.
This is a personal thing for you.
My boy Soap. All right, this one I have some mixed feelings with. Now, The Last of Us 1. It's funny we're going to have a conversation about remasters later, because that's a game that I've bought the original, the remaster, and the remake. Even though the remake was just like the remaster. Ellie from the first Last of Us video game specifically is a great companion character. She starts off as basically baggage, and by the end of the game, she's your pseudo daughter. I loved her in the first Last of Us. If we can absolutely try to erase from our memories The Last of Us
Like
Part
there.
2, even though, okay, so I've replayed The Last of Us 1. I will replay that for like my channel on my series, you know, to have a series up on my channel. I love The
Okay.
Last of Us now, that The Last of Us Part 1 that much. The Last of Us Part 2, after playing it, you never want to play it again. It's like, it's not a slog. It's an emotional drain that I never want to play it again. As soon as I beat it, I
That's one of those games,
uninstalled it.
like
As
Heavy
soon as
Rain. I played it
yeah,
once. I'll never
yeah.
play that
I'll
again.
never, ever play it again. Even though I played Heavy Rain and then watched 4 other people play it. That's how much I actually liked it. But Ellie, again,
game.
excluding everybody, this is just from The Last of Us Part 1. I'm putting Ellie in high A's. I
Ooh.
love her. I love her
All
as a
right, I'll give
character.
you it because I don't
Her
know nothing,
banter-
guys. If you have to challenge
her
that, right
banter with
below, where do you think
Joel.
she goes? Do you think she belongs in an A tier? Oh, right above the two of them. Interesting.
Yeah, Ellie
It'd be
from
hard to overthrow Cortana.
people
'cause I
are
don't
going to
think she's gonna
argue.
be there
No,
for
I don't
that,
think she's
but
better than Cortana, but people will argue the fact
that's an
that her
argument right
character
there.
did get destroyed, and it did. Her at the ending of Part 2, there's just no hope. She's just a lost shell of what she is, and if that's the whole point of it, then great, I guess.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
just from The Last of Us Part 1, she's a A tier character for me. Okay.
Okay.
Elizabeth from BioShock Infinite, basically
Played it.
rolling
I
around with a
did.
Disney princess.
Yes.
I'm gonna sit back on this one because I just ranted. What are your feelings about Elizabeth?
I liked her as a character. She kept giving you like ammo, like here you go. Here, have something for you.
Pulling
Here.
up tears, opening
You know,
rifts apart.
But I only had one game with her. That was it. So she's a one-shot deal for that just one game, not a really continuous franchise character. Kind of goes in line with, I mean, I would put her honestly C tier. Because she is a great character, but that's it. She was a shot in the pants for one game.
I'm putting her at the top of C.
Yeah, we could put her maybe at the top of C. I mean, she's contender for B. B, I'm looking at people who had multiple games. By the A class is multiple games.
I can comfortably leave Elizabeth
Yeah.
at the top of C. I can comfortably leave
know,
her there. I adore her character. Finding her basically as the princess in the bell tower, or up in the
Pretty
tower,
much.
going through that adventure with her as Booker, finding out your true relationship with her. I loved her. I love that game. It's the game that basically buried that studio, but poor Ken Levine. But love that game. Love Elizabeth. I can leave her at the top of C comfortably. All right. You, I guess, never played this game, but Atreus from God of War, Kratos' son. Some people call him Atreus. There's no spoilers here. Pretty much everybody knows about him. Some people call him Atreus. Some people call him Loki, depending on what pantheon you are referring to. But his name is also Loki in the game. Great character, great sidekick. Kind of starts off as like an annoying little son who just doesn't know how to do anything and kind of frustrates his dad. And then you go through 2 incredible games with him, a great journey. I really like Atreus. I love his arc. I'm not going to fight for Atreus. I would put him
B
probably
above Luigi.
Yeah, it's exactly what I was thinking. I would put him up in high B's behind Dom, right in front of. Whoop, I just did that backwards. There we go. Yeah, that's the way. I think that's comfortable.
Very nice. We don't really give too many people D's and F's, even in our other ones. It's very hard to get down to the D and F.
I think we might have a D in there. I think we're gonna have a D in there. But all right, Daxter from Jack and Daxter. Again, this is that second wave of platform characters, so not quite the OGs like Luigi and Diddy and Tails, but I love Daxter. I love Jack and Daxter. Badass character. I don't know how you're feeling, where you would put a character like that.
I don't know, put him in C. I'm thinking he's going to be in C.
I would put him right by Clank. I'm gonna put,
I hate to say it, but so is Banjo and Kazooie, man. They're going to be in the C. I kind of already got the feel of that too. No, they're not F.
Why are they all moving? Okay, there we go.
There we
Oop,
go.
sorry.
It's okay.
I'm going to put him right
Yeah.
comfortably there. Okay. Ooh, all right. Sorry, I moved that, but I moved him over here, but we're gonna go back
Yeah.
to Wheatley.
Well, no,
from Portal 2.
it was Pikachu was next.
Oh, is Pikachu next? My apologies. Thank you, Top, for saving the day. So Pikachu from
Listen,
Pokemon.
I know. If any of us were hardcore Pokemon people, and I'm sure the Pokemon community will agree, he's probably S tier, right? He's been with his trainer now forever. When you first play the Pokemon games, right? He was the first thing you get is Pikachu. What was his name? What was the
Ash.
main
Ash Ketchum.
Ash Ketchum. I mean,
Ash Ketchum.
I don't
Gotta
have
catch 'em
I
all.
like I said, I don't not.
You want to vote him for us?
I wouldn't put him. I mean, if I'm not, I wouldn't put him in S. But I understand anybody's argument to put him in S. He's
I
maybe
would throw
the
him up
back
in
of
A tier.
A.
I would throw him
Yeah,
in the back of A tier.
I'll throw him in the back of A tier for me. But he could have been an S because he's been consistent with the same character, same game. Like as a companion, Pikachu sacrifices his life for his master, right? Like and all that. Even in the cartoons and stuff. So
oh yeah. No,
and
I'm
now we
comfortable
go
with
with-
that. I think
we
I
go
think
with
he's
the
cool
weird-
back there.
we'll go with the weird robot.
We're gonna
cube
go
thing there.
Wheatley from Portal 2. Come on, dude. I love Wheatley. Half the game he plays your companion, the other half of the game he plays your enemy. And it's funny
put
that
him in
you get GLaDOS on a
Yes,
potato after
I
that,
know.
which I'm actually shocked that I didn't see GLaDOS on the potato on more lists. I did see her on some lists out there for companion, but she's way more of an antagonist. I don't find her in here.
But so is
Wheatley
he,
was
in
just
a sense.
Wheatley was just misguided, and even at the end when he's floating in space, he was regretting his choices.
I'm about,
you know
I'm
what I mean?
about to put his butt in D tier.
Yeah, I think D tier
Just
is
to have something in
acceptable.
D tier, we need
Just
to
to be
put
able to
something,
spread it out a little bit.
Spread it out a bit.
Yeah,
I don't
buddy.
know.
All right. Now, Lydia from Skyrim. You mentioned her during our Femme Fatale list. I didn't know. I completely forgot about her. And honestly, every time I played Skyrim, I don't remember this character. She is on a bunch of companion lists. So saw her there. Figured let me throw her on here. I could put her in F or D. I have blah blah blah. Do you remember even running into her?
A handful of times, to be honest. I remember she was a character people could have love interest with in that game. So that's why she was a big part of that, because of the whole love interest thing. So we could honestly, just because it's just feeling y'all, we're gonna put her in D tier above.
All right.
The robot. Yeah, above the robot.
Above the robot.
Because she's a romance character. So
all right. So Otacon from Metal Gear Solid.
His head's in D tier too.
You know what? I won't argue. I probably won't argue with you, but he's
just
not
a
that bad
voice,
of a character.
Dude. You're just a
No,
voice.
he builds up in the other games. He's way more, a part of the games, and you have to go rescue him in other games. And I liked Otacon. He was a cool character. Okie dokie, Kazooie from Banjo
He's
and
another one that I
Kazooie.
feel he belongs with the rest of his buds there in Seek tier.
You
And
actually
even they're
would
lucky.
promote him up to there.
He's lucky. They're lucky.
I think he's
all those three.
I think he's the bottom of the barrel, honestly, of these classic characters.
Yeah,
Comment down below, everybody. Do you think Kazooie out of like?
He's definitely in the back
them
of He's definitely in the back, but he's part of the trio of like my companion name is in the thing. So we'll put him on the back of everything. Now put him in the back of the horse and everything.
Oh, and then you don't want to line them up with the classic characters?
All right, fine. We'll line them up just for
I think just for respect, like you said, his name was in the title, and it's Ratchet and Clank, it's Jack and Daxter, it's Banjo and Kazooie. So we'll line them all up just for fun's sake. All right, brother man.
Final Fantasy VII. This is a hard one because he was not my main guy in Final Fantasy.
Okay,
I was a Sid and Vincent guy.
But he was there from the get-go.
Red
from
13,
the start
I know,
of
but
the
he
game.
was, but he wasn't for you. He was there for other reasons as well.
Oh, I loved Barrett, and these are pulled off of other lists, but Barrett is that companion with you from the start of the game to the end of the game. I hear what you're saying.
I would A or B tier.
Final Fantasy character there, I guess.
B behind behind Don, behind him. B behind Don. Just because it feels like it kind of fits too.
Okay.
That feels like it kind
Okay,
of fits.
that's not bad.
And then honestly, she is
My mistake in the beginning. Thanks for Top for correcting.
Oh, yeah.
We got rid of our companion cube and
A little
we
leg there
inserted
for you.
Alex Vance, who, there you go. We inserted Alex Vance, you know, who we missed on our Femme Fatale list. What are you feeling? What are you feeling to place Alex?
She's contested for S, but we didn't put Cortana in S. So
Right.
she is not better than Cortana. I mean, she's real, she's human, she could be with the Freemen, but in terms of a character, would I put her above Cortana and then put her in the leagues of Garrus, where I felt like, you know, she was your companion, she was in and out, but that's I don't feel a single person here is S tier. And the only one who came close would have been Pikachu, if you're a hardcore Pokemon guy, because of the consistency, and Cortana. None of the other ones are deserving of S tier in terms of companion impact. She is A, if not, we could put her up in S just because I feel bad for last time, but
You tell me, brother.
She's not in the first Half-Life game. None of the first original expansions.
No, she's
right?
not.
She's in Half-Life 2 for a little while. Then she's in the 2 mini expansions of Half-Life
for a big chunk of it, and then she
For a
gets
big
her own
chunk.
adventure,
And then she
which
has
I
her own
admittedly
adventure.
I haven't played the
No, I
VR.
haven't played.
Yeah, I haven't played it. So
But
I'll concede to you,
to
Top.
put
Where do you
her-
want to place
put
Alex?
her above Cortana for me is so hard.
All right, so
I
we won't
just
do
don't.
it then.
Yeah, I can't do it.
So we're
I
gonna put
don't-
her in between Ellie
and Cortana.
and Cortana.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, brother, man.
Because the only
Do you feel like
other
moving
swap out,
anybody around?
the only other swap up, you could put Cortana in S tier, and then she would take the top of A tier. Because Cortana is, I mean, she is that character. She is the voice of Halo in a sense, right? Besides Master Chief, she's the only other person who's consistently talking to you. You're constantly, she's going
That
through
feels
the game.
good.
She makes
That
you,
feels right.
She doesn't make you feel like you're behind, even though she's never really physically present, right? But just the voice of the character.
She has her moments where she has her hologram.
Yeah, but that's
pop
not the
through and-
same.
No, I
That's
get
not
it. I get it. There's no
like, in
physicality to it.
Yeah.
No,
But
I get it. I get
she's
it.
there in it's I would put her up. Yeah, this looks fair.
That
this
feels
looks very
good. That
fair.
feels good. Do you feel like moving
Yeah.
anybody around down below?
Not really. No.
This is our official list. We're good.
We don't really, like I said, don't really give people F tiers because these are some fairly decent.
No, I think we're good.
companions.
There was nobody here that we hated.
The B
so-
tier
All
feels
right, brother
fairly
man.
strong. A tier feels very strong.
I
C
think
tier's
so.
questionable at times. Like I would even, Banjo and the Kazooie
We
guys.
still have time.
They could always be put down. The dog and the horse. This is just being nice. Gat's another one. I'm kind of like, if we really wanted to be mean and throw stuff guy down to the F tier, like
Well,
the deer would
honestly,
move to F.
I do think out of respect, we should put Gat down a couple of pegs. We should put Gat there. Because give the legacy to the guys, like you said, who had their names in the titles. Fun
Been around for a
characters
while.
above.
Yep.
Been around for a while. We're going to throw Johnny Gat on the back of that. Again, insert your horse. I think that's good for putting in like insert your animal of preference into these games. Dog meat accordingly, roach accordingly. And then we have our D tier. All right, guys. I think this is our
Yeah,
list.
that's for me,
We were
man.
nice
That's
and
it.
generous. Nobody is in the F tier. That's our D tier, C,
Yeah.
B, A, and S. All right, brother, man, rocking and rolling that list. Thank you for joining us on that one.
That was nice. That was a nice one right there. I will say that was a very good good tier list. I'm sure we missed some cool characters too. If anybody knows some characters that could have been on that list, up there on that list, please
Yeah,
let
nice.
us know down below.
Comment down below if
It's
if
not
we
part
missed
of the
any your
same
favorite
games,
companions.
Obviously, we're not going to put Mass Effect 2 and put like some of those characters that are very memorable.
Well, there,
and all
I
them,
guess the only other one that would have been like Karth, instead of yeah, exactly. See, there's always like, yeah. There's good memories of some people, but it never really sticks come push to shove. But that was our definitive list. Again, comment down below if we missed any of your favorites. If you thought anybody should have been moved around or put in a different spot, let us know how we did. But now we got a new announcement here at top. One of your favorite games, it looks
Kingdom
like.
Come Deliverance Remastered. Now,
Oh
I'm
my
curious because the
goodness.
game is not that old to be
I was
remastered.
just gonna say, when did Kingdom Come 1 come out?
That's a good question. I want to say a few years ago, so maybe it's a 4 or 5 year old game at this point. Maybe I want to say 2019,
2018,
2018,
February 13th,
2018.
2018.
So
All
it
right,
is.
being remastered. Now, okay, so for a guy like me, you're a huge Henry fan. I love watching the
Huge.
streams, brother. They are absolutely fantastic. Everybody go check out Top GG Gaming on YouTube. Go watch them on Twitch. Go watch the Henry gameplay. Go
Yes.
watch some stuff down there. It's awesome.
Kingdom Come
But like
too, baby.
a guy like me who tried to play the game, who now got excited watching you playing part 2, do I wait? Do I wait to play the remaster, or do I just go back and play the game that I have access to? You know, because
I don't know what the remaster looks like. So let's just say they remaster the original game and they make it run like CD2, look like CD2, everything like that, polish all the imperfections and all the little knick-knack patio I give a dog a bone stuff, right? To make it a more modern game in 2025, 2026.
are the first
now,
games in the same engine? Is game 1 and game 2
They
in the same
are, I
engine?
believe, the same engine, but there's massive improvements between the engines. So it's like I can imagine it feels clunky. It's like trying to compare Oblivion to Skyrim. It's almost the same engine, but they're not, right? Like,
Sure enough.
yeah. So I've not played the last remastered game I played was Diablo 2 remastered, and I loved that because there was the ability to switch between the base looking game and then the remaster over the same filter. It was the same engine,
That's
same everything.
cool. That's cool.
And you were able to just swap them
the
out.
Halo remaster I have does that too. You can go back
You
and
can
forth.
swap 'em out.
That's
So,
a cool feature.
How
And
much are they go- and
remasters when they give you all the content, if they give you
That's
all the
what I
DLC,
was about to say.
all
Yes.
everything.
Yes. If they give you everything, all the DLCs, all the content, it almost feels like a brand new game in 2026 now because it's going to be out in 2026. Will it be
Right,
worth
right.
playing again?
Hey,
Yes.
listen, there are games that I bought
Because-
multiple copies of.
Yes,
and,
I know.
you know,
Skyrim is one of them. We all been
Skyrim, I
Bethesda
bought
boost with
multiple
that.
copies of. But there are
VR
games like The
version of
Last
the
of Us,
remastered
which
version
the
of
old, even the original Last of Us, like they remastered that game so many times, re-released, remastered, remade, and it's like,
That
where
would
do
be
you draw
like,
the line at
would
that
you
point?
play a remastered Mass Effect 1, but it played like Mass Effect 2?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that I would buy. I bought the Legendary
There you
Edition,
go.
which I
But
still
it's not a
suggest you play.
remastered Mass
No,
Effect
Mass
1.
Effect 1 still
Still
plays like
feels
Mass Effect
like Mass
1.
Effect 1.
It's not a remake by any
I
means,
will
but
give-
it's an up-res version of it, and
I
it's got
give-
all the
I give
DLC, one
Warhorse-
package.
I'll give them the benefit of they do good games, and they're a very small developer, and I'm hoping on this remaster something major, right? To really give a new polish to the game, a new look, a new feel, to make it feel like a modern game. It doesn't feel clunky. People don't feel lost and overwhelmed by it, because that first game was really kind of caught you off guard if you weren't prepared for it, right? And getting used to that combat system, it's smoother now, it's better. Is it worth it? What price are they going to offer? I don't know. If it's full price for a brand new game, you get all the DLCs plus almost like a new game. It's probably
As someone
worth
who
it.
owns the game already, though, you wouldn't. You're
I'm not going to
gonna buy
rebuy it. Yeah, because
Right.
I like
You
the
played
original.
the
game.
journey,
Yes,
you
I played
enjoyed
the
it.
200+ hour journey of Kingdom Come. There's nothing for me to do in that game that I already
If they
have in my own.
if they remade The Witcher 3, well, Wild Hunt, a game that you put 200 hours into, would you
Oh,
go
more
back
than
and
doing
replay
it.
that?
Oh, that's different though. I do
Well, like,
feel,
that's
and it's
point, like,
been,
where's
and it's
the
been,
line? Like,
well,
at
because
what
I
point?
haven't played The Witcher 3 in
I was
longer
just
than
gonna
I
ask,
haven't played
how much
Kingdom
time
Come.
does have to pass before
Yes.
a game like, where's my Soul Reaver remake? Where's my Legacy
Even
of
though-
Kain
and
remake?
nobody
Where's
cares
my?
about those games.
But people care. But Kingdom Come Deliverance
Yes,
1?
because the second game sold so well that people want to play the first game. And what happened?
Where's
How
my
was
Dark
Henry?
Souls 1 remake? Where's
Yes,
my Bloodborne
yes.
remake? Where's my
Where's-
Bloodborne remake?
Where's Bloodborne for PC? I mean, I don't know if we even have. this
Yeah,
yet.
that's a whole other argument, because they know once you
Right?
put it on PC, then everyone's gonna do what they want to do with it anyway, and that's what they
Which-
should just do anyway.
But
Just put it on
that's
PC
what
and let the
PC
community do
is
what they want.
for. That's what we want. That's
It's a
what
whole
we
other
want.
argument about Sony, and you know, I
Yes,
get it.
I
The
know.
game does not have that big of a following. It doesn't sell that well. But
Just
you
then,
know,
what does it cost you
yeah.
to put it on the PC? It doesn't cost you anything. Throw it on
That
Steam
doesn't
and give
cost
us the
you anything.
ability.
Yeah,
Give
that
us the
doesn't
ability
allow-
on Steam.
I guess because it's
I'm
not
gonna
optimized. It's just the game files probably just can't handle it. They can't
I'm gonna
move that
wait and
game over into
see
that.
what Kingdom Come remaster looks like. If they really do a full-fledged remaster, I mean, really polish it up, really make the engine everything better, then it's worth it. If it's just
Eh,
a quick little sprinkle on top of the icing on the cake, then we already have the cake.
You got Game Pass now, so if you wanted to try the Oblivion remake, that you have access to that. I've wanted to try
They
that
don't
for a
have it
while.
on mine. I have
Oh,
the
my
second
bad.
tier, not
That's
the
one that
ultimate,
yeah,
the
gotcha.
$30
That is
one. I
one
don't
that
have
I
the
am
$30
interested
one.
though. I've
I
seen a
got
lot
the
of people play it, and it does look cool. Obviously, it's not a full
but
remake;
it's
it's just a remaster. But having
yes.
high, having sometimes your
When
memory
it
of a
comes out,
game, and then like what
yes.
they did to the Grand Theft Auto Legacy Edition was a travesty, and now you can't even get the originals. Anytime you try to, you go online and you look, only have access to. So that's another double-edged sword.
Well,
Like
the
I don't love
enhanced
the
GTA
idea.
5 enhanced is very pretty. If you've
GTA
not played
5, yeah, I'm talking
G5
about the
enhanced,
legacy edition of 3 of San Andreas.
oh
That
yes.
debauchery that they put out with.
Yes, they did the
There you
same
go. At
thing
least
with
Rockstar did something good with one
Vice
of them.
City, but GTA 5 enhanced looks really nice. It looks really pretty. Okay, polygons is still the same. The bit, all of that stuff is still the same, but the skins look more detailed. You'll have it on a higher end PC. You kind of feel like, okay, it doesn't look like an Xbox 360 game with slightly
Maybe
better
on the build
graphics now.
into GTA 6, maybe we'll start a series and we'll do like
Dude,
some heist and
I jump,
we'll
yeah,
jump
man.
back into that game a
I
little
still
bit.
jump in from time to time.
I'll be the poor friend who visits the rich guy in the city. This guy over here, he's the rich guy who lives in the city. I'll be the poor friend who comes and visit because I have you. Oh man, the last thing I remember about loading in that game with you, and you had what, the submarine, that the outside
Everything.
base.
Only thing I don't have
and
now is the new mansion they put out, which is like close to $12 million, and I haven't been grinding. Yeah, the new mansion system. I haven't done it. I got everything else besides the mansion.
All right,
Just
well,
a lot of
maybe
grinding.
we'll hop
do a
on
little
and
bit.
we'll do some.
Yeah,
maybe
little
we'll hop on
couch
and we'll do some
co-op.
little couch
You know?
co-op. We got some. Well, we're doing one next
And
week.
I'd like to also
what
do a
game it's
little
gonna
bit of
be?
GTA, GTA, a little bit of Diablo 4 too, man. We got a little bit of that. That's a little bit of it's on the Game Pass now as well.
Hey, if we're able to co-op that, absolutely, let's try it. Why not?
Yeah,
I'm all
again,
about it.
I'm gonna wait to see. I'm gonna wait to see if it's better to, I'm waiting to see if it's really worth me getting the more expensive Xbox Live thing. I'm gonna do it, but for now,
If you play the games, you just gotta pop them out and play them, brother.
It's honestly the little one. Believe it or not, the little one plays on the Xbox more.
Oh, that's adorable.
So
Good for her.
she's got her Bluey, her Peppa Pig game, Lego games, stuff like that. SpongeBob game, the good stuff. So
There you go. That's good for her. That's awesome. And as long as you have access to it, use them, look at them, download them, play them. And
I can do it on PC, dude. I have
them.
it. I have it on PC. The wife was playing
go.
Star Wars yesterday. Miss
There you
Soulful
go.
Knight was on playing a little Star Wars yesterday from the Xbox on the PC.
Throw down the Twitch right there. We'll pop it up right there. Go check it out. Go give her a follow.
It's also nice. But yeah, man, that's how I feel about remasters and remasters in general. I like Diablo 2 remaster, but that was a game made in the 90s. So when you add a new polygon skin on and you make it look like the newer games like Diablo 4, it looks great. Oblivion, I would hope to want to play. I have the box set of Oblivion that came with the gold coin. I'll take some pictures of that, send it to you. Maybe we'll post it down below of
There you go.
the Gears of War metal tin that I have. I have the Mass Effect tins. That's when they used to actually give you physical copy games, and you got good stuff on those physical copy games.
Oh yeah,
tins and booklets and all kinds of cool stuff. I have a list of stuff like that. I'll just take some quick pictures on my floor so you guys can have some reference to some of the nerd stuff I've been collecting since the 360 days. And the 360 was big with doing that. They did it for Perfect Dark. I have the original when it first came out. A bunch of games like that. So
that's awesome, brother. Definitely send those pictures so we can post them. That would be awesome to see. All right, brother man, touching on our next subject here. Stranger Things just ended, wrapping up all these years, all this wait. There's a lot of controversy sweeping the internet right now. Did they stick the landing?
I did. Right now, I'm up to episode 4, episode 5. I haven't been able to binge watch it. I don't have the time really like that.
Hey, brother man,
I'm getting spoiled a lot by all Yeah, all the IG stuff on the phone and everything.
We're
and,
not talking spoilers here because first of all,
no,
I
no,
haven't
no.
even seen it, so I wouldn't have anything to
Um,
spoil. I haven't seen it.
For now, compared
as
to
someone
last
who
season, season 4
listen,
is still my
bro,
favorite right now. Season 4 is by far my favorite.
if we,
Season
we got
and season
44
1.
subscribers, so if you guys have been watching at Week's End from the beginning, you'll know Top has been trying so hard to get me to watch
It's hard
Stranger
to justify
Things.
this ending
Now,
right now, but
I watched Stranger Things season 1 back in the day, and I watched it in one single night. This was back in the actual binge watching infancy. It dropped. Everyone was like, "Oh, what's this Stranger Things?" I started at 6 p.m. and did not finish until sun broke the next day. And it was a great feeling, like, wow, like this was a monumental event. Wait a couple of years, season 2 drops. I did the same thing. I binge watched it, watched the whole thing in one sitting, and it was absolutely fantastic. Season 3, season 3
Billy
really kind of
season,
lost me.
it's interesting.
It really kind of lost me, brother.
Yeah, they're getting older by then, and you start kind of seeing the same rehashing. As I said, season 4 to me is the best season. Someone who likes D&D, someone who likes metal music.
I didn't get to
someone who
you,
likes
you were trying
Eddie
to tell me how fun
character.
season 4 was, but now after hearing the controversy, everything happened with season 5. Am I thrilled to rush back in there?
Dude,
and
just
see
watch
it?
season 4. Just do me a favor and just watch season 4, and just ignore everything else. Just watch season 4. It can stand on its own 2 feet because of the characters and the Eddie development and how that kind of goes. And in that ending, that season ending is good. You got
watch
Master of Puppets from Metallica.
you.
Master of Puppets from Metallica.
Hey,
being played at that end.
spoiler.
I don't care. Spoiler,
I
nothing.
haven't-
It's awesome. He's
I'll
a great
give it a
character,
shot.
and I wish they would have continued more with him and the Stacy character and all that stuff. And just
Stacy, wake up.
I know
All
it became
right,
a meme, but
I will give it go back. I will go back.
Season
and
5
give
is
it
not
an
looking
absolute
pretty.
shot.
It's not looking pretty.
In hindsight, I've heard a lot of other things about, like, basically the ending just turns into a Marvel movie, a giant kaiju battle, and all these kids now are just battling.
I don't know anything about it. I'm trying to avoid that spoiler.
Yeah.
There's no real justifying it anymore. How many times have these companies dropped the ball? Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones, exactly. Just coming to mind. Like, it's so hard to stick a landing in shows like this, especially these kind of shows where it's the intrigue and it's the mystery and it's the build that's the exciting part, and almost nothing will ever be satisfying enough as the conspiracies, as the talking, as the build. Even when it comes to even like the MCU in the old days, like the conspiracies of things were honestly so much better than what they actually ended up regurgitating and giving us. I'm not too thrilled and excited now after hearing what everyone's had to have said about the the finale. But out of respect to Top, I will go back and watch season 4.
Just watch
season 4.
So
inclined, maybe
season 5, you can just be like, just pretend the end of season 4 is the end of it. That's it.
Just stop right there.
That's it.
That much
honestly,
on its own?
I think honestly, it can stand that much on its own.
All right. Well, comment down below, everybody. If someone like me who just pretty much stopped after season 3, do I barrel through? Do I watch the whole thing?
That's like watching Game of Thrones. Just don't watch the last season of Game of Thrones.
It's not satisfying.
It's just pretend.
There's no point. At no point does it have a satisfying end where you could say, "Okay, let me just stop right now and say."
But I think a lot of shows can suffer like that. If you look at overall, there's a lot of shows. I can't think off the top of my head, but I'm sure if you list a lot of ratings at endings of shows.
Yeah. Again, I said this last time, and a lot of people argued, but I still thought Breaking Bad ended on a great note. I don't think there were too many lulls in
but
that
the
show.
Ratings, when you look at the ratings of that final episode, is an overall, it's like only like a 7. It's not like it had its
Breaking Bad
of the ending. If you actually look at
Breaking Bad,
yeah, it's like 7 or 0.8 on that last episode. So it's great. Same thing with The Sopranos. Some people loved it, some people hated it.
Yes, I remember.
Lost
I
is
remember a
another
lot
one of those
about.
shows. Lost, I know a lot of people had the same thing with. I never watched it, but there was controversy with that. I mean, at some point, Walking Dead's got to end, and I'm sure people are not going to be happy with Walking Dead
I gotta see
ending.
if I can find an actual episode breakdown of their score
Yeah, they do
because
those. They do
it's got
those
a
tier lists.
9.9 on.
They
I'll
do
try to
those
find
tier
to see
lists
if it
that
has that
show. Yeah, you
episode,
know the
but
tier list that they have, and they show
yeah.
like 9, and then you work their way down. But
Right. You know what? Like again, I'm
it's
not super thrilled, but that's Stranger Things. That's the legacy that's
no,
left behind,
it's leaves a
and
bad taste in your mouth. Same thing with
yeah.
kind of with a
So
lot of stuff. I
all right.
sometimes I don't. You
Now,
just
brother
I don't
man,
know.
our last topic of the evening. You were warning me about
Oh
this
man,
for months coming into
I
this, but
didn't
go
honestly.
ahead.
I didn't think it
I'm gonna
was.
leave this to you.
Well, the RAM prices going through the roof. RAM becoming harder for us regular consumers to buy. Micron has just now basically signed saying they're just going to mostly produce for AI. Nvidia is saying they're getting price hikes. Excuse me, price hikes on all their GPUs, same as AMD. They're going to be
It's
at
all for those
40%.
AI fucking
It's all
slop all
AI,
those AI slop
and it's
videos is the
RAM.
reason
It's not the
why.
GPUs. Before it was the GPUs due to people doing crypto and farming, bit farming, and all that stuff. So people buying these mass end GPUs for that. So it raised the rates for GPUs. Us regular PC guys who are building custom builds for ourselves, you were able to build a custom build. RAM used to be $80. You get like 64 gigs for $80, something like that, right? G skills and stuff like that. Even your most
And not even the
expensive part
fancy
was
ones with the lights in them and everything, just the regular old ones.
just regular, good old fashioned, DDR4s or whatever, 5, whatever we're on right now. GPU is your most expensive and your processor, right? And the GPU could run you a couple of $100. Now they're becoming almost. You won't be able to buy custom parts like that anymore and build your own. You're gonna have to go to iBuyPower, one of these kind of companies. They'll be building them for you. Consoles are going to get a hit because if RAM right now is short, how do you get the new consoles in the same situation? So now you can't get the $600 console. It might start being closer to $1,200 because RAM is $800 for 64 gigs and $2,000 for a GPU.
Oh, dude, I got my PlayStation during COVID when you couldn't get your hands on them and it was all priced out. So I can't imagine now in the world where components
right now,
start becoming more
16 months
expensive.
minimum. 16 months minimum. We're not going to have RAM at the levels that we want. Let's redo that.
Yeah, brother man. I wonder what that's going to do for the future of gaming. And is this
consoles?
Going to delay anything?
We're gonna
is this
see.
Going to delay GTA 6 now?
We're not GTA 6 because I think they're going to optimize it for what we have now. Series X, PlayStation 5, they'll be able to do it. Just like GTA 5 came out for the Xbox 360 and eventually they reported it for the higher consoles and then the computer with
it did come out towards the end of its life, right? Yeah.
It did come exactly. Like GTA 5 came out and 360 was still going for another years and years after. They were still making games and it took a couple of years for it to come to PC and the graphics weren't that much higher. Like I just talked about the legacy version of GTA 5 and the enhanced version of GTA 5. If we get we'll find some picture comparisons. I'm sure they're out there, and we'll just compare them too. It's kind of the same situation now. What I think will happen with the new things is we cannot afford the RAM prices, and until they decide to fix it or help us or help regular consumers out, I think it's going to be a while that we're going to be on our same consoles. My tower is already. My tower is 10 years old. More, 2015, 2016. So I won't be doing any upgrades for a while.
I got mine, thankfully, only a couple of years ago. This is when we were looking into a build, you remember? And then the pricing even then was just so absurd that I found a pre-build. I sent it to you. You're like, buy it. Like that's exactly what you need.
Even back then, they were getting harder, but because that was when people were doing crypto mining. So the GPUs were starting to skyrocket. Now it's a combination of both. We're getting hit on both ends. RAM as in general is going up, and then RAM for the GPUs are going up. So they're getting less of them. Everything's getting more expensive in terms of that. So we're going to be in a weird. Consoles are going to be in a weird spot. Consoles and PC gaming as a whole is going to be in a very weird situation.
All right. Well, I don't know
we'll
about
see.
the future of
gaming.
Fingers
crossed. I'm looking. I was even looking today at Walmart, Costco, Best Buy, just to see what you can get for the price. I can't find anything above 32 gigs of RAM. I can't find anything for a decent price that you're getting some decent machines. I think even they know they can start juicing up the prices now. It's not going to be easy to go to Amazon and just get RAM. Back in the day, we went to Newegg, and Newegg has become so expensive now to grab parts. And you were able to build a PC under $2,000 and have a really strong computer.
Oh
upgrade
God,
it
a
later
PC
on.
that would be
You can
lasting
upgrade
you
it later
for,
on.
10 years. Oh,
yeah, you can easily upgrade the RAM here and there. We needed another GPU here and there, but now it's even mine.
Thankfully,
I can't run Windows
upgraded
11.
my RAM when I did.
I'm stuck.
I'm real happy I did. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm stuck on
Yeah,
Windows.
it's rough for everybody
10
out
right
there.
now.
Comment
Yeah.
down below, people. Are you having trouble upgrading your gear? Are you hitting pitfalls right now? I mean, I know there's not really games out there that are pushing
Plus,
anybody
it's
that
hard
hard.
to save up that money. Yeah, there's nothing
Yeah, guys.
that I would be like, oh my god, that I need this game and it needs to run on the brand new software. All right, streaming, stuff like that. Maybe you want a lot of RAM for and stuff, and to do things like that. But nothing is really maxing out where it's like, oh my god. And at this point, if it does, we're in trouble because nobody will be able to afford it. Only guys with $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 rigs are going to be able to do it. The days of building a $2,000 rig was crazy back in the day.
I was just going to say, there was a time in my early days of getting into PC with you that there was a little bit of a barrier to entry with the higher end stuff. And then pricing started going in the other direction, where it started becoming cheaper to be a PC gamer and building your own rigs and
building your own and buying an Alien or a Dell at the time.
Now that doesn't seem to be the thing anymore. And I'm
I don't
so
think
happy
both
I
sides,
bought my baby when I did.
I think both sides are going to be. I think even the guys who make custom builds from these companies are also going to have to start upcharging. Everyone's going to have to upcharge. There's just no way. Once the supply and demand hit, it's over. There's not going to be enough supply for the demand. That's just.
And we got things on the horizon like
will
the
it be the death of
will
it be the death of the custom PC and PC gaming? It will be more of these Steam boxes and these consoles that do it all for one, and only top guys are going to be able to afford 6,000, 7,000, 8,000. I mean, they already have
more
that.
Of a niche hobby and a niche
community.
Of
course, because trust me, the top streamers are running probably $8,000 tops. They're running crazy computers right now, but common man who saves up
and they still have the same
5.
troubles we do. They
of
still
course.
get the hiccups and the
of course, that's just part of the streaming life. But yeah, so we'll see how that goes.
We'll keep our eye on that for everybody, because that's
going to suck for the future
of gaming. Oof. Yeah, buddy.
I've been building PCs from the early 2000s. I was doing PC building when it was starting to come up. When I did my first one for Half-Life 2 and Doom 3, when I started getting deep into the PC custom builds and trying to do stuff. And
you gave me the bravery to help me with mine. And my friends, when I say helped me, basically did 90% of it, but then there were a few little things where he's like, no, it's a rite of passage. You
snapping those chips for the first time, like the RAM.
Just
don't break it.
Sealer. What was it? Yeah. Putting the glue on with the heat
thermal
glue,
paste.
right, the thermal paste on, pushing that down. I had to do it myself. Which is good that I actually learned how to put the sticks of RAM in, because when I had to do it for myself, you being so far away from me now, that was a good thing to know how to do it, how to snap them in, not being nervous to pry things out, making sure that you don't have any static on you and things like that. But it was a nerve-wracking build, putting that thing in my car and driving that thing home, putting the seatbelt on it as if it was almost like a baby. That cracked me up. That was a fantastic time. Great build. Feel bad for everybody right now. Ooh. I hear bad times are coming. It's going to be a little rough. Yeah. So let's play the games we got and appreciate some of the old school stuff, because, our that's the great thing about Steam. We can still load in Half-Life 2. I don't need that game remastered. I don't need that game looking like anything. Keep it exactly the way it was. In fact, I find myself looking backwards a lot more now than I did before, trying to play some old school stuff and some old school fun games. But that wraps it up here, brother man. Episode 19 of At Week's End. Next week, we hit big 20 mark. I'm super excited for that one. But thank you so much, brother man, for joining me. I always appreciate you wholeheartedly. All 44 people who give us their time and attention every week on YouTube. Everyone who likes our shorts and our short form content. Thank you, everybody. I'll peace out for a second. I'll let Top know where you can find him.
Find me here at Twitch at TopGG Gaming TV, TikTok TopGG Gaming, Instagram TopGG Gaming, YouTube TopGG Gaming, gaming. Just find me, man. I'm out there in the Netherlands of the Netherverse of the Etherverse here.
over there. Thank you all for liking and subscribing. My name is CJ Amato. Come follow me on Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, all the platforms, all the channels. My book is available on Amazon. Come check out my YouTube channel. You can actually listen to the first chapter of the audiobook there. Got some cool gaming stuff. Got some new videos that are some real personal to me that I'm posting. Some shorts over there on YouTube. So please go check it out. Leave some comments. Leave some likes. Let me know what you think. Let me pull Dre back in here to say goodbye to y'all.
There we go.
Episode
Hey, we're done.
19 in the bag, brother.
That's it, man. The first one of
Thank you all
2026.
again. First episode of 2026, brother. I can't believe it. And again,
made it this
appreciate
far.
everybody for watching. Please
Oh
go
yes,
follow
all
us.
you likes, your follows, your
That's it.
subscribes, your
We
love and
truly
your support, your
appreciate
comments,
everybody.
everything. Please,
Thank
guys,
you for
thank
commenting,
so much.
everybody. Keep those comments coming. Keep that like, keep that love. Hit that bell icon down below. Like and subscribe. Check us out on all the platforms below. Very, very soon next week, we're going to be practicing some more streaming, getting that tightened up to start our series going forward. Please check it out. Come like, come comment. Thank you, everybody, for your time. Thank you, Top, as always. And we'll see you all next
time
week.
at Weeks and
Peace.
Dre and CJ have done their duty. We may never know who these stalwart heroes really are. All we know is that when we need them most, they'll be back before too long at Weeks and